Ladies, gentlemen, and young ladies, good evening again. Good evening to all and to all. You are once again the welcome to this new conference, Geopolitics, dedicated to current events international. In the headlines of international news, all eyes are on this shocking speech by Benjamin Netanyahu, just stood on the platform, obviously, of the United Nations. You know that Benjamin Netanyahu was isolated. He was shot on the podium, United Nations. He was fired. Yes, the UN delegations from different countries left the room. There was only him and his delegation with a few who agreed to stay because obviously it's a human being who is there. But I tell you, say what Netanyahu said, it's unimaginable. Besides, what is the worst? That before he even started to address on the platform of United Nations, I myself wonder how this platform works. Before it begins, the army Israeli on the Gaza side went to install speakers in the streets. As you can see, the army installed speakers for allow the Gaza hostages to be taken to Gaza to hear Benjamin's voice, Netanyahu. Yes, he was talking there. It was going on direct. And the question that many have arisen, it is, but for what purpose? For what purpose he does this? Obviously, when he spoke, he said that he will first speak in the language there, I think it's their dialect, and then he would speak English again. Netanyahu took time to talk and addressed the people directly from Gaza. He spoke. Well, he said things, but what is very important is that the remarks that he had to make, according to the translations that we have seen, it is neither to the advantage of the Gazans today nor tomorrow. The worst part is that he said that all Hamas survivors, you can't imagine that he's going to send back to eternal rest. He will complete the job. We're talking about the platform of the United Nations. We are talking about the summit of the World Organization, an organization that prohibits acts criminals, an organization of which arises International Criminal Court, the Court International Justice, an organization that oversees all the other organizations within the framework of the respect for human rights, and all other forms of law. So here it is. That's where it is chooses to announce that he is going to send to eternal rest the survivors of the Hamas. That is to say, there is not one bullshit that goes beyond that. The UN protects lives. The UN institution, whatever the discredit and anathema that we will throw at the UN, whatever the criticism of Serbian. But the leading role of the UN is to protect life human. How? Someone can come and declare that he will end it with this kind of humanity, which does not ask for nothing more than to live in recognition of their sovereignty. Don't say it to defend Hamas or to defend any clan. But we already see if all the states of the people stand up to say what Netanyahu is not doing it right. What? Ladies, young ladies and gentlemen, let's go into the depths. We will see what has been concretely said. But before continue, gladly accept to share this video conference to maximum. It must be shared in all possible groups. Put a lot of likes and don't forget to leave your different opinions in comment. If this is your first times to come across my video conference, if you follow me on YouTube, you must click on the subscribe button. If you follow me on Facebook, you have to click on the follow button. There you go. Let's go. So it is the shocking scene at the UN. A statement that hits home. Netanyahu was isolated at the UN, but he showed himself like a real provocateur. Yes, but he is afraid of what? If I tell you, if it was another head of state, he would be stopped. He knows he is supported by America, notably by Donald Trump. So at the United Nations Tribune, Benjamin Netanyahu declared that Israel must finish the job that he started by eliminating the Hamas survivors. Here's what he got to say. Israel must finish the job in eliminating the Hamas survivors. So, these are harsh words, without ambiguous, meaning no compromise, no dialogue. Yes, but the total annihilation of an opponent already cornered. So he is in a posture of total annihilation. That's its vision, that's its objective, and that's what he came to declare to the UN. He will eliminate people he considers as being earthen. However, in reality, the resistance line Palestinian simply demands the application of what has been recognized by the UN. So the general meeting reacted by mass departures, as we had said in the other previous video conference. People left the room. The UN has been transformed into a tribunal politics, a real political tribunal, because this statement, which is part of an already explosive climate, Israel accused of war crimes by several NGOs. It is contested on the world stage, but also, and especially Benjamin Netanyahu, he is wanted. There is an arrest warrant international which was awarded against his person. And so the Israeli Prime Minister has revealed live the true face of the Israeli strategy, not the security, but eradication. So he is not trying to establish the Israel security. No, that's not it. His wish. He doesn't even think about it. But he wants to eradicate. When he says the Hamas survivors, you can imagine gravity. Survivors, we are opposite of a declared genocide, which means he sent so much the other eternal rests, then the rare ones that exist are survivors, and it must finalize. He must eliminate them. But what is it? What is the truth? Sir. But I tell you, it is very serious. Arab, African, and Latin Americans denounced a drift towards the logic of cleaning incompatible with the law international. This is in a cleaning logic, and the world looks on helplessly. Yes. And actually, I personally does not have much control over this matter of Hamas, but through its statement, I will soon dive into the depths to try to really understand who we call Hamas. And then Hamas there, they did. What about the gentleman? And then we're fine, dissect here. I'll come back on that. So ladies and gentlemen, that was the front page of international news. So thank you all. I come back soon by the grace of Almighty with new news. So it was the voice of your humble servant, the Samouraï.